Hey guys, I was going through my strategy guides, and I thought I'd make a video on all the ones that I have, because I have quite a few sitting here. So let's just start with the Nintendo games. Let's get a better viewpoint. Banjo-Kazooie. Sorry if the camera's a little shaky, gotta use my phone. Metroid Prime and Metroid Fusion. Love these games. Metroid Prime 2. Love this less than Metroid Prime 1, but it's still a good game. F-Zero GX, a great game. Not a lot of people have played it. If you ever see it, I recommend picking it up. Smash Bros. Melee, my third favorite game of all time, right behind Zelda Twilight Princess and the Xenoblade Chronicles. Smash Bros. Brawl, kind of a joke. Tripping sucks. Animal Crossing on the GameCube, one of my favorite GameCube games. City Folk, don't like it nearly as much as the original Animal Crossing or New Leaf, but it's still a good game. Paper Mario, an awesome N64 game and the only good N64 JRPG. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Thousand Year Door, an amazing sequel. Luigi's Mansion, an awesome game. Absolutely love Luigi's Mansion. Donkey Kong Country Returns, an amazing game. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Kong Quest, another awesome game, of course. And the original Donkey Kong Country, don't know what's up with this weird, creepy art, but it's a great guide, it's got lots of art. I would like to show you all of the insides of all the books, but I don't have enough time. Yoshi's Island, I love this one too, it's got lots of great art in it. Super Mario Bros. 3 guide, back in the day, when it said Strategy Nintendo Power Guide. Or I guess it would say Nintendo Power Strategy Guide, if you're not stupid. Super Game Boy Guide. This is pretty awesome. Let's see if I can push these up here. I don't know what these really are. Nintendo Power Advance. I think they were special versions of Nintendo Power when the Game Boy Advance was coming out. They're just full of Game Boy Advance ads and Game Boy Advance stuff. Got 2 of them. Super Mario Galaxy, no words need to be said about this game, it's an amazing game. Now we're on to the Zeldas, one of my favorite series, well actually probably my favorite series of all time. Link to the Past, 4 Swords, the Oracle games, Majora's Mask, my favorite Zelda. Well, it really... I said Twilight Princess is my favorite game, but then I say this is my favorite Zelda. It's weird. I'm more nostalgic about this one, so I love it more. But this one is just, it's better. And if you see a fly, sorry, I've had the window open all day, so there is a fly flying around. The Wind Waker, absolutely amazing, and it has a strategy guide for Ocarina of Time in the back as well. I love it. It's super awesome if I can find it. Yeah, it's got the Ocarina of Time art and everything. It's awesome. And it's still got the map in it of the Great Sea. So I'm going to put that on my wall in my new apartment. And then I have 2 Wind Waker HD guides because I forgot that I had one originally and then I bought another one when I saw it at the store again. If you're seeing these kinds of stickers, those are all from the same store. It's called Mega Replay and it's awesome. They've got awesome low prices. I'm saying awesome way too much. Alright, I'm going to get these out of the way before we move on to the random games. Alright, we got Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 4, the official RuneScape handbook, Blast from the Past. Look at the graphics in here, they're a sight to behold. Jak 2, one of the hardest games I've ever played, honestly. This game is ridiculously hard. Well, I also played it when I was a kid, so that might have had something to do with it. Ratchet & Clank, one of my favorite strategy guides, because it's one of my favorite PS2 games. Up Your Arsenal, Silent Hill 2, Resident Evil 4, Conquer Live and Reloaded, Chrono Cross, it's an alright game, Bioshock Infinite, the Collector's Edition, I think it's called. It's pretty awesome. Ultra Street Fighter 4, the official Bible, an absolutely amazing guide. It's really big, it's full of frame data, it's full of just awesome tips, especially if you're a beginning Street Fighter fan. The whole like first chunk of the book is explaining like the terms and like spacing and all kinds of stuff. It's great stuff. Ugh. Dark Souls 2, the Collector's Edition. The Skyrim Collector's Edition, a game I don't really enjoy that much. I loved it when it came out, but now I don't really like it that much. The guide is pretty cool though. I sadly have to extensively mod this game to enjoy it nowadays. Mass Effect 3, the Collector's Edition. I'm only halfway through Mass Effect 1, so I don't really know anything about the game, so I haven't read it yet. Fallout 3, the Game of the Year guide. Another game that I have to mod now to still enjoy. But here's New Vegas, a game that I can play without mods. And it's probably, in my opinion, the best open world game ever made. And this is the second best open world game ever made, Morrowind. Also by Bethesda. I've got Harry Potter bookmarks in here. The Slytherin one is for the map of Vivec. I printed out my own little map as well. And then this one is for the temple quest lines. And then I've got one that has my main quest progress, and then another one in the back for like stats and stuff. Alright, now onto the Pokemon games, I think. Yeah, we're gonna do Pokemon next. Let me move these out of the way though. Alright, for Pokemon we've got the Red and Blue guide. An awesome guide, I love this guide, probably because it's pretty nostalgic for me. The Gold and Silver guide. I love Gold and Silver, my favorite Pokemon games. They're the best ones. You go to 2 regions, tons of Pokemon, nostalgic graphics and music. It's just the best Pokemon game. I guess. My original Gold and Silver guide. This is one of my oldest strategy guides I've had, not like since the year it came out, but like the one that I've had for the longest. This one is absolutely in shambles. I have loved it to death. This middle section is coming out. I've got tape kind of holding it in. I've got a few pages missing. This is 33, and this is... I can't even read what page this is. Yeah, I can't even read what page that is. Like, page 3, though. But yeah, I've got most of it still in here. And here's, like, where it ends at the end. And then... yeah, I loved this guide. I used it a lot. I used it a lot. I'm sure you can see. There's the tape on the spine. And the inside's falling out again. Fire Red and Leaf Green guide. I had one of these when I was a kid, but I lost it, and I found another one and quickly snatched it up. Loved this guide. Ruby and Sapphire, another one that I've taped the spine of because it was just falling apart, and I don't even have the butt to this one. It's just the last page. I think this is the last page, actually. I'm not sure. But this is another good guide. It's got lots of errors, though. Yeah, I was a little kid, so I thought I was cool writing helpful tips and tricks in. And then I started writing the names of all the Pokemon next to them, and then I got lazy like halfway through and stopped. Yeah, I had this one when I was a kid, so... oops. The Emerald guide. Love Emerald, it's awesome. Pokemon Blue and Red Rescue Team. First game to ever make me cry. For anyone wondering, it was the part where you're leaving to go, if I remember right, spoilers for anyone who hasn't played this, it's actually got a really good story, well, for the time. When you're leaving, because everyone in town like pretty much hates you because of what Gengar said or whatever, Caterpie was like, "Meh, don't go, I'm gonna miss you," and I was like, I cried. It was sad, but I was also a little kid. I was like 12 years old, so don't make fun of me. Actually, you can if you want, I don't really care. Pokemon Coliseum guide, never played it. The Black and White guide, love this guide. It's so fucking slick looking. And I love Black and White, except when it first came out I played it in Japanese, because I didn't not want to wait for the English release. The Heart Gold Soul Silver Pokédex. I love Heart Gold and Soul Silver. The Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire guide. This was actually the only guide that I've ever bought brand new. Like when the game came out. I bought this with my copy of Omega Ruby. It was like $25, I think. Never really read it. Just got it to have it. And the Black and White 2 Pokédex. Lots of Pokemans up in this bitch. Next we're gonna go through a big old heaping stack of JRPGs / action RPGs from Japan. Xenosaga 1 guide. Another Xenosaga 1 guide. Xenosaga 1 art book. Xenosaga 2 guide, which is pretty cool. It's like you pull it out. It's really cool. Xenosaga 3 guide. The Kingdom Hearts guide. I don't really like the first Kingdom Hearts. The gameplay is terrible and the story takes forever to get going. Kingdom Hearts 2 guide, an amazing game. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep guide, an absolutely incredible game. The best Kingdom Hearts by far. Final Fantasy IV. Advance Final Fantasy Anthology, which has 5 and 6. Final Fantasy VII, I think this is the Brady Games one. Whoa, Pokemon guides are falling. Hang on. Anyway, I know there's 2 FF7 guides that I have, and one is good and one kind of sucks. Hang on, okay. Okay, I got him. Alright, I think this is the Brady Games one. It just says official. But it's a really good guide. Like, it's full of great artwork. I love it. And then we've got this FF7 guide, which is kind of lame. Doesn't have any pictures. And it's all black and white, just text. It kind of sucks. I'm sure it's like a good actual guide, but it's really boring to look at. Oh, I've already gone through those. Crisis Core, fantastic game. Just wish the gameplay wasn't there. FF8, FF9, absolutely fucking terrible guide. I'll only get it if you want to look at the pretty artwork on the inside. It's terrible. I'm sure you know why, if you know anything about Final Fantasy. If you don't, it's got a lot of sections that are like... Yeah, I think that'll just let this speak for itself if my chair would stop moving. Yeah, they had this Play Online service they were trying to do, where it was basically like the first online wiki for a game. And a lot of the things in this book would say, hey, if you want to learn more, go to Play Online. And it would even like have boss strategies on Play Online that weren't in the book. Like the final boss, the boss strategy is on Play Online and not in the book itself, and it would just tell you to go to Play Online, and it's so fucking dumb. FF10 guide. FF12, one of my favorite guides. It's so big and it's so cool. You open this up and then it's got an art book, which is amazing. Oh, it's falling. An art book. And then it has the actual guide over here. I have never played FF12, but I plan to, and now that the remake's been announced, I guess I'll just play that when it comes out. And then FF13, never played it, don't really care to. Is that all? I think it is. Yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. It's a lot of fucking books. Jesus. Yeah, I've just slowly collected these over time. You can too. Just find a local pawn shop that takes lots of game guides in. And then just buy them. Yeah.